Evan's Touch a Truck has been a regular feature in St. Mary's in September for several years. Here to talk about it is Ashley Agar. Come on up, Ashley. Welcome. Okay, let's get the microphone nice and close to you. There we go. There we go.
Perfect, thank you.
Wonderful. So, Evan, how is he related to you?
He's my nephew.
Okay, and how did Evan's Touch a Truck get started?
Well, Evan was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor a few days before his second birthday, and with that diagnosis comes a lot. You're kind of thrown into a world that, that you're not really familiar with. And my cousin, his mother, asked me to help them raise awareness, and I had taken Evan and his brother and my son to an event similar to this. And I just thought it'd be something that would be suitable for St. Mary's and that we could kind of do in honor of him and to help raise money for a charity that was close to them and awareness for kids with cancer.
Okay, so is St. Mary's the only place that Touch a Truck is done for Evan?
For this Evan's Touch a Truck. There are other Touch a Truck sort of events, but nothing to this size that we've heard of.
Mm-hmm. So. And it's growing every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been to one. I was absolutely fascinated. The kids love it.
Yeah, it's a great event for people of all ages.
So why did you choose St. Mary's? Obviously because you live here.
Yeah, I live here, and at the time Evan was living just about 20 minutes away. And there's something good with small towns, right? There's a lot of people willing to help out other people, and I knew there'd be a lot of little companies that would get behind my vision and open their dump truck doors to let kids hang out.
So basically it was a dream come true for you.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
When people come to Evan's Touch a Truck, what can they expect?
Well, the event itself is admission by donation, and we did that to make it friendly to any budget sort of thing. So, and then the flats is filled with an array of vehicles, everything from little lawnmowers to kayaks to helicopters sometimes, and we've got trains and transport trucks.
And I think kids can pull the horns, because across the river from it, I think we're certainly aware of that.
It's a loud event. It's a loud event. McLean Taylors often donates a large bucket of beer.
And there's always one kid that wants to do it more than 10 times in a row.
That would have been Evan, yeah.
What has been the response so far then to the Touch a Truck event?
Well, this is our 7th year doing it, and this year, in the past we've raised over $50,000 for Child Can, which is a charity in London. And it's getting bigger and bigger every year. So, yeah.
Before Evan passed away last fall,
Yeah.
there were some very special things though that happened in his life. Can you tell me a bit about them?
Yeah, well, he 2015 was pretty brutal for the family. The beginning of the year they said he doesn't have much time, and then they said, oh, we made a mistake, he's fine. And then so at Touch a Truck that year, we were all kind of going, this is another miracle for us. And a few weeks after Touch a Truck in 2015, they said he probably wouldn't be here around at Christmas. So we kind of, as a family, got together, and his hometown, his current hometown of St. George, ended up throwing him a Christmas parade a week before Halloween, actually, and it was the largest parade. They had over 240 people want to bring floats in to the parade, which is actually larger than the Macy's Day Parade. So it was, it didn't get that big. They kept it relatively short, but it was pretty amazing, and he had kind of worldwide recognition for all sorts of things. So.
It's great in these days when you have so many bad stories to hear a great story like that. Now that Evan has passed away, why have you kept the event going?
Because, Evan wasn't the only kid. He has a very rare tumor, but there's unfortunately a lot of kids that have cancer, and the funding for these kids is almost non-existent. So the way pediatric cancer is, about 4% of all cancer research is done on children, and then of that 4%, the funds are divided between the 12 most common. Mm-hmm. So sometimes kids' cancer gets about 0.5% from government funding. So there's a lot of finances that come in the research, but also to these families that are, dealing with it. There's a lot of extra costs that you're not really aware of that just accumulate like crazy.
So are there any new things that are happening this year that people should know about?
Well, this year we have a really awesome raffle prize, which is you can get tickets for that at the Source downtown. Right now they're carrying it for us, but the day of the event, and that's a Niagara Falls package and $500 cash and a $50 gift card, and
Wow.
that's a $5 raffle ticket. We have a children's gator and adventure trailer for one of the raffle prizes. We have all sorts of great things, and the orange medical helicopter is scheduled to come again. So if you see it flying around St. Mary's that morning, if nothing bad has happened, it's going to be here.
Unless I try my juggling act again with
maybe.
knives.
Yeah, but it's scheduled. It will be a working unit, so we can't guarantee, but as long as everything is kind of lined up, then they should be here.
Great. Now, who are some of the people that, because you don't do this alone?
No.
No, as you know, anything it's big like that. So who are some of the people that help you out?
Well,
with it?
it's the family is running it, so my siblings, my cousins, and my aunt and my mother, we all put it together. But the most of the event is actually just the community. The people coming is huge. The people, there's small businesses are donating prizes. You know, these companies that are bringing in, you know, $200,000 trucks and letting little kids get their fingerprints all over them. Like it's pretty amazing, and we organize a lot of it. But I think it's an entire community event.
Wonderful, and we certainly hope for great weather. I think you had really good weather last year. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
If people want to get involved in the event at all and maybe help you out, how can they do that?
Well, we have a Facebook page, and you can just email evanstouchthetruck@live.ca, or find myself on Facebook. But yeah, we've got lots of room for more vehicles. Tractors are always hard to get. We found it's soybean season, we've been told, so the farmers are busy. But if you have anything goes, you know, a personal vehicle, a company vehicle, we've got tons of room left. So.
Right, yeah, well, the flats or Milton Park, as it's
Yeah,
often
yeah.
called, is quite big, so there's lots of room there. So quickly, give me the details, the date,
It's September 9th this year.
start time, end time,
10 till 2 o'clock.
okay, and anything else we should know?
No, that's
I'm gonna have a great time, and
Yeah.
kids of all ages, from whatever
From
to
baby
whatever.
yeah, we had a 98-year-old lady in the helicopter the one year, and she was having just as much fun as the children. So.
Now, I have a question.
Mhm.
If I come, can I honk one of the truck horns?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. There you go, thank you very much.